All right, we'll go next down the line.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's me. Majority.
Oh, I was going to say it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hey, it's me.
Majority.
That was nice. So I'm going to talk about Short Hike.
Whoa.
This is a travel game. And technically, I mean, in many aspects. This is a short indie game. You could play it in probably about an hour and finish and see the credits. It's a cute game. You play as the Claire, anthropomorphic setting. You play as Penguin, and ironically enough, she's on summer vacation and she goes to an area where there's no Wi-Fi. She can't get any reception. I'm sorry, Spencer. I'm going to put this down. All right. And to get reception, she has to go on a short hike to the top of Hawk Peak. And when you get there to the top of the mountain, ironically, that's where the reception is the best, and you call your mom, and then you go back down to the house. But what makes it fun is that this is kind of a flight simulator. So I don't know if you guys have played Pilot Wings, but that's a game that I was always very interested in. I know you have. Pilot Wings! Simply for the aspects of the gliding. That was my favorite aspect of Pilot Wings, was using the hang glider and kind of coasting around. Well, on the SNES it wasn't so great. On the N64 you got more of a feel for it. The 3DS one was ironically a decent game. And this is reminiscent of that in that throughout the game you collect golden feathers, and they allow you to flap your wings and get higher and then to glide. You're able to glide even without any golden feathers, but I think part of the beauty of this experience is really just kind of exercising your flight abilities and gliding around the island. There's a bunch of cute moments. It has kind of like a Animal Crossing Wild World aesthetic, where all of the characters are cute and chibi and they inhabit their own kind of world, and they have this kind of fun humor and banter back with each other. Like you play stickball on the beach, that's one option, and the kid's like, we have no rules, and the girl's like, where'd you get this chair? Oh, I stole it. Oh, are you gonna bring it back? No. Like, it's a lot of funny stuff, and I think it was just fun to just kind of travel around the terrain, see how many feathers you could find, see what coins you could get, see what kind of upgrades you could get. There's other cool things you could do. There's fishing. You get a shovel. Who doesn't love a shovel? Go to the beach. There's rock climbing. You can use the golden feathers for climbing as well as flying. The feathers, they deplete, and then they replenish as soon as you land. But as you start getting closer to the top of the mountain, they start to freeze up, and you have to rejuvenate in hot springs. So there's like little challenges like that, but I think one of the most rewarding experiences is really getting to the top and then seeing the whole island after you're coming all the way down. It's a kind of nice, relaxing experience. It's perfect if you're going on a travel, even on a hike. It would be fun to play a short hike on a short hike. But I had a good time with it, and I would recommend it as a good indie title for Switch owners.
Spectre just took a poop on the deck. How much did you pay for it, and was it worth it? Like, for the price?
I've seen it on sale for $5.99. I think I bought it for $7.99, but it's been on my radar for a while, and I think it's worth it for the price. Honestly, sometimes games are daunting with their length to me. And, I did part-time UFO recently, and that bothered me, and, that I just kept going with it. It was just getting worse, and this one was just like a nice, fresh breath of air. Fresh breath of fresh air. And I like the concept, too, hiking, and, the whole character design was very cute and nice, and it was just a pleasant time. So I have no bad feelings or memories attributed to it.
What was the soundtrack like?
Simple.
Minute.
Not like that. I don't know. It just kind of like soft effects, I guess you could say. Like if you've played Animal Crossing, sometimes they'll do that every hour. They'll change it. It's kind of like a gentle playing of the instruments. I'd say that's what I remember most from it, but none of it is particularly memorable. Mm. But it was decent. Ambient.
Minute.
Not that ambient.
Taking a hike. Minute.
That lack of ambience.
Taking a hike.
That's actually what Claire sounds like.
Minute.
Hey, Mom, I'm at the top of the mountain.
You said that you could talk to people and do different kinds of, quests, for better or worse.
Sure.
Like, not really.
Actually, that's a great question. Well, you didn't even ask a question. Do you want to ask something?
Well, I was gonna say, does it lead to perhaps different endings, or does it change the session?
So not in a way that where you get, like, different endings, although by the time you come back down, you actually report everything that you've done on your hike. So, so you might have missed a couple things on your way down. I actually just loaded my save file, and I enjoyed doing so because there were like maybe 7 feathers I hadn't found. There's achievements that you can unlock, oddly enough, and I mean it's just a cool progress marker to see what you have and haven't done. But like there's a bunch of miniature NPC. I don't even want to call them quests because oftentimes they're not even needed. I remember I did one race with a turtle to a lighthouse, and I got to the top, and he's like, "Gee, that was fun. Let's do it again." There was no actual reward attributed to it other than the knowledge of the fact that you just beat this asshole in a race.
Yeah, that's great.
You see a bunch of people running around the island. There's actually a really cool one that happens with the top climbing to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
For those that want to play it, I won't say too much because there's not that much in the game, but there are little cute things to look forward to narrative-wise.
I wonder if there's like an ultimate ending to it. Like you didn't totally get 100% it, so there's like once you 100% it, you get a special bonus.
Yeah, it's like Nier. You play through like 5 times, and you
It's the Nier of indie games.
yeah, you find out that the world's ended, and
Yeah.
I actually
you're killing people.
played Undertale,
Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
but that's a short hike.
Minute.
What's your? You said that you find shorter game or longer games a little bit daunting.
Not all
Not all
longer
the
You
games.
like
but-
RPGs?
But some.
Not all games.
Yeah.
But sometimes you find it. So, do you find that you like to alternate between short games like this and something long, or does it help you cleanse like a long game palette?
I just don't want every game to be a long, daunting experience. We did Shadow of the Colossus, which was 6 hours for me, and I thought that was perfect. Like, that was a good amount of time for that kind of experience. But if you're sucking me into, like, a 40-hour Neo or, like, Sekiro, for that kind of game, I don't really want that. I'd say for like, that kind of bigger, more open-world game, I'd say 15 to 20 is probably my max. Witcher was an exception. I like to reserve that kind of experience more for like a turn-based RPG. Like I have no problem sinking 100 hours into Persona 5, into Dragon Quest 7, both of which I have done and put about that much time into, because I genuinely love the overall experience and the lore associated with them and the art style. If I don't have like that kind of full grasp of the game, I will probably cut off. With an indie game, immediately I don't even particularly like indie titles. It's very rare that I find one that really sticks out to me because they don't have the same polish as maybe more second party-esque titles like Atlas and I guess Square Enix for Dragon Quest. These are top tier companies, so you're getting a top tier product. But the indie title is really a budget thing. If Undertale was more than 10 hours, forget it. I don't think I would do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just nice too to play a short game whenever you got a lot going on. Like when I played Donut County for Spencer Month, I mean that was fun. It was like a good hour or two, and it was just a fun. I sat down one afternoon and just had a fun experience, and that was that. I don't have to revisit it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I find that like when I play a really long RPG, it's nice to play a really short one, because when you finish an RPG, there's a sense of relief and there's a sense of like accomplishment. It's fun to just kind of get like another quick hit of accomplishment. Be like, you know what? I just finished another game. Granted, it was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Right.
but it's kind of rewarding.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.